Welcome back to Crit Couch.
And I'm Skyler.
I'm Ed Womp. My identity is getting lost.
Clearly.
Yeah. Oop, that was
Much like this fort.
That was magic.
Dude, we took a few minutes break. What happened?
Everything. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna bring us back because there was something I wanted to ask because you were talking about like story and stuff.
Yeah.
From this last one, even from like an anecdotal or nostalgic sense. Do you think like the classic, again, more like statistically driven, slower paced RPG, do you think that slower pace lent itself to storytelling as opposed to the action RPG?
I mean, I think one kind of happened because of the other in a way. Okay, which one of your?
This music.
It's the boss music.
Oh, this is oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh God, you're already kicking the shit out of him. He's not really effective with that, is he?
No.
Oh, are there three of them?
Yeah. I think it was, like I said, it's kind of all.
I just make tiny puddles. Are those gonna keep accumulating?
They'll eventually go away.
Oh, okay.
But you know, when he dances around me in like a stupid square, like.
Well, okay. These guys are really ineffective.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like just part and parcel with the whole like King Magrid, Death Toll, like they all kind of deserve each other. I feel like.
Actually, this one's getting you.
I mean, like I was saying earlier, some of it was just what the restrictions were. Like, you could only dedicate so much time to so many things. So if you focused on storytelling, you tended to be more text heavy, and there tended to be less action. And it's not that you couldn't focus it, but...
Whoa, hey, buddy.
Yeah. I'm the guardian of the woods. Thank you for releasing me. Find a return. So the greenstone is basically the tree poopstone, is what I'm gathering from this.
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah, well, that's the narrative we went with. We're resurrecting the world with poopstones. So I think a lot of it was just kind of somewhat incidental. Like, it wasn't necessarily on purpose, but you know, the resources you dedicate to things like boss fights or lots of different enemy types that can have lots of movement, that requires time and effort. This is also very awkward because I just walked out of the guardian trees.
No.
I've
been watching you in the world for a long time. Eggwomp, a dog named Turbo, has buried something in my roots. You will need this greenstone someday.
Got bad news about Turbo, Mr. Tree.
I don't want it.
Tomasi poop.
But so you end up with see, look, it's all happy and green now.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Now we go to the sea. The sea.
Is this Pirate Adventure time?
Not quite.
Whoa.
But so you end up with something that kind of just is naturally slower paced because you focus more on, say, something like cinematics and dialogue, which stops action. Like, to sit and talk, you know, takes a lack of action. Not that action can't happen, but they're usually fine actions. Things like facial movements. This is St. El's Palace in the Ocean. Speaking of like stopping, you know, this is a dead time in the action right here. No human can live under the sea. Go to the island, Southerta, through the shrine and look for the bubble clothing. It's
the bubble clothing.
Yeah. So talking to her opened up.
You know, like those cute pinups where they're in the tub and they've just got the suds.
It's just a giant, like, there's just like
clothing.
Burlesque clothing hidden on a southern island somewhere for reasons.
I do like this island now.
Yeah.
Fucking fish.
Gorillas.
Oh,
throw rocks. And little killer palm trees. But so, I mean, I don't think that the two are like incompatible, but you have to design around the idea that, okay, you know, here are times for for discussion. Here are times 4 cinematics, and that's something that in modern times we can kind of do really easily. We've got enough space, and the way graphics are made and things like that allow for.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Hey,
it's a
buddy.
dolphin.
Little purple guy.
They allow for you to kind of do whatever you want, but part of the reason these early games feel so regimented into specific genres comes from the fact that when they picked an approach, they had to kind of go all in with that approach. They couldn't like stop the game and like make lots of new resources to handle the need for a cinematic. Like, 3D engines have cameras and stuff all built into them. Fuck you, fish. So you've got the camera already kind of there, and it has to be manipulated to move around a space anyway. So once you've got that camera controller in, you can use it to make in-game cinematics. Whereas, for this, most of what you needed the camera to do is just follow the main character.
Mm-hmm.
So there's more work involved in creating a camera system that does extra things outside of just follow an XY axis.
Gotcha.
So it was just resource allocation. And I mean that, and computers did things more slowly. You're also dealing with like proprietary software and stuff like that.
Well, because that was something back in the day. You basically had to build everything from the ground up, right?
Yeah, they I mean, like, you
What?
would... A mermaid.
Yeah, it didn't look like a mermaid though.
Well, she was swimming.
Oh, okay.
She was like head down, body under the water, having...
It kind of looked like a shrimp when it first showed.
Hey, man, it didn't say what kind of mermaid it was. You got a problem with the shrimp people?
I'm a shrimp maid.
The shrimp people are coming for you now, man. You get fucking shellfish fucked.
Oh, whoa! Hurricane-causing bird.
Yeah.
What?
All one of you, and here's the little, like, fake rock.
Okay, well, I'm glad we addressed that.
Gorillas. This is, like, my favorite spot. Because...
Damn.
Yeah.
That light arrow does not play.
Nope. But, I mean, I guess the kind of short or longish answer, because I can keep talking about this for as long as we want, is that, like I said, it all kind of boils down to, in this era, when you picked a way to do things, you did it that way. And if you wanted to infuse other stuff, it took extra effort, which is why things like... I mean, for as messed up as Castlevania 2 was in terms of presentation, it was kind of an interesting approach at blending adventure with or Zelda 2 is another great example, because both of these were games that at the time were like highly...
That's a clam.
It's a hungry rock. It's a hungry rock. See, like rah, rah, rah. They were both like highly controversial in the sense that people that played Adventure of Link wanted just another Zelda, and people that played Castlevania 2, like, they were expecting another Castlevania, and they tried to infuse these different elements. And so the fact that the genre expectation was kind of misleading in a lot of ways and then wasn't well executed made it that much harder to take. Because there's some really like cool and innovative stuff in, say, Zelda 2. There's some missteps as well, for sure. But it wasn't the expectation. So people just kind of... Is this the bubble armor? No, it's medical herb. But it's an interesting kind of
move
thing to
that
consider. No. Let's see, what have I got? 4 layers.
Dude,
The music is just always killer. Like, I love it.
it's a fucking jam right here.
Bum, 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 bum,
Did you just
bum,
walk
bum,
in a
bum,
big-ass
bum.
circle?
I did.
Yeah.
But
Are you lost?
well, I'm trying to like think in terms of both the conversation and the island at the same time.
Yeah. No, it's okay. No pressure.
No. No, it just takes up time and, valuable
Oh god.
valuable everything.
Well,
Just
fuck that forest in particular.
Yeah, complete deforestation.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe you're the king. That's the big twist. Your death toll.
Like, and I don't know, that was starting to kind of like approach an answer to your question, because I think that the bottom line is it's not quite as simple as, like, man, I am just full on climate changing this island.
Yeah, really.
But also, why were gorillas hiding under a lake?
Yeah. I mean, it's just the next stage in evolution. You're just terraforming. This is actually Mars.
Yeah. Another mermaid. And her entire house.
Yeah, holy crap.
Is there anyone who needs to use the bubble armor? Yes.
Told you it was a pinup thing.
Ooh. Okay, one layer. So, I mean, in terms of... Stupid fish.
Oh, shit, fuck.
Blub, 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 blub. I need some water, guys. Blub, blub. But in terms of... stupid fish. There it is. I'm not able to get to it yet. I don't think I can, actually. Nope.
You gotta get the bubble armor first?
Yeah, because there's a stairway down to the under the sea. Oh yeah, we're going full on Ariel, Little Mermaid in a minute here.
Sweet.
Hello, mermaid. Oh, I have not had a human guest in a long time. I know you can't breathe underwater, so please take this. Edwomp perceived bubble armor. Yeah, it's like a vest
Yeah. Looks kind of cool, though.
with like underwear.
It's okay.
No. I mean, because I think the question that you asked, like, is long term, like, just kind of really. God, are they just like crying into boxes? We'll turn magma into stone.
Okay.
All right. I love the little like water wake around it.
That looks cool, actually. I was saying, like, the animations in this are actually really slick.
Oh, Quintet was great with that. There used to be 4 mermaid statues in this place. Those statues prevented all creatures from getting lost. No wonder I couldn't find my way around that island.
So, I noticed there's this backdrop here.
Yeah.
Is that actually pertinent at all, or is that just a backdrop?
It does actually. I mean, we're gonna go kind of down under the ocean. Now, it's not like a 1-to-1 representation, but it's kind of just like an abstract of what we're about to go down and see.
Gotcha.
My name is Kana. I am one of the Queen's dancers. As a reward for saving us, I will tell you a secret. No armor will protect you against the magma off the volcanic island Durian. Durian. I prefer to think it's named after the awful fruit durian.
Oh, God. Little meat sack fruit. Smells like feet.
Yeah, and it tastes like feet smell.
Ugh, yeah.
It's got kind of like a gross, like wet, rubbery texture.
It's just nothing about
like-
it is pleasant.
Yeah. So now we're going to go. And the bubble armor gives us
got
an
a
actual bubble that our sword does not pierce. But I guess before I talk like any more on the RPG stuff, like, did that lead to any other questions or thoughts from you? Because I've been talking for a while.
Yeah. I guess, and sort of what made me ponder that idea of, especially like narrative development, because we've definitely seen some games, modern time, that lean really heavy into the narrative. Now we're also in an era where there's a lot of games that are coming out that just, I don't know how to say this other than, like, we have like a obsession with sequels almost. Like, we just keep making some of the same games over and over and over again.
When you say so, actually clarify
Yeah.
that, because because
very
that
happily.
because that can mean two things. That can mean we're like making essentially the same type of thing with like a different property, or we're literally trying to hyperextend a property's life. Which one are you kind of meaning there?
I'll actually say a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B.
Okay.
Now, what I mean by, like, we're sort of trapped in sequels originally, look at our, like, we'll say, like, the Battlefield games or the Black Ops game, whatever. Like, I think a good way to explain this would be, we just got this big thing that's sort of occurred recently with the, like, Battleground games. So PlayerUnknown Battleground came out, and then a bunch of other people started
the
immediately.
Battle Royales, yeah.
Battle Royale, thank you. a bunch of other games started coming out, effectively copying that formula. Some of them are different. Some of them bring really cool elements to the game, but ultimately you're still playing the same game. Like the foundation of it is the same. Now these
Sure.
are not games that are telling a very drastic story, like different story from one another, because I don't think those games really focus on a story unless I've completely missed something.
There is some stuff that's kind of story oriented, like I think in like Fortnite, for instance. And we will talk about that actually next time on Crit Catch when we go back to talk to this cool mermaid statue.
All right.
All right, next time on Crit Couch, discussion about Fortnite in a game about saving the world.
Yeah.
No, it's bad. That was a terrible ending.